In the previous episode, we struggled against Cryogen, like really bad, really badly, because I have a hard time seeing the projectiles, and I got a bunch of comments from you guys giving me ideas or suggestions to make that better, such as doing the boss underground, and the reason he might be doing a blizzard, which is making the visibility a lot worse, is because he might be enraging out of biome. And I don't think it's technically out of biome, but I do agree it is kind of odd that he's doing like a blizzard every single time I fight him. There's no way to get rid of it. And then I notice like the background here is my hallowed background, though I don't have any hallowed enemies spawning. That's a whole other issue we're gonna get into in just a moment. But if I head up just slightly, then we get into like the normal background. So it's like maybe he's having issues because of that. Maybe. So we're going to try Cryogen again today with all of your suggestions in mind. First of all, I am going to do it underground. I've got a set of City Buster locked and loaded. City Buster, by the way, if you don't know, if you're like just joining in, this is your first episode on the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You're gonna enjoy this episode. I won't be as tilted as I was in the previous episode, but for this, it's an item that you craft from Fargo's mutant mod, which is a really nice convenience mod. It just makes a big arena for you. I mean, minus like platforms, which I'm gonna have to make and put down. Actually, I might. No, I don't have any platforms in my magic storage, so we'll just make a bunch. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally getting this boss dead and moving on, because, well, honestly, we kind of need to. So thank you for all of your comments. I'm taking a lot of them to heart. Some of them are redundant or repetitive. You know, one person says one thing and then it's immediately repeated like 3 or 4 different times by other people. So I'm taking like what are essentially the top comments that I think I can implement right now, and if I really need to, I'm going to dig deep. So a couple things that I did that you guys didn't suggest is I went through and upgraded my stuff. I finally went and made the bloody worm scarf. So in order to do this on our corruption world, right, because we can't kill the perforators, you have to craft it by getting the bloody worm tooth from making it with the rotten brain. And the way that you do that is you have to put the Tinkerer's Workshop in a graveyard, which if I can get out of here, excuse me, we got our graveyard set up off this direction. I finally managed to do it. I had enough graves from fighting Cryogen. It's normally like 5 or 6 that starts doing it, but for whatever reason, tmodloader or Calamity or something, I don't know what's tinkering with it. I had to have like a bunch, and that was like, that just started the graveyard there. So I did that. Got that transferred over, then made the bloody worm scarf, which obviously is super good for us as melee. We get 7 defense, 7% increased damage reduction, and 10% increase in melee damage. Went ahead and made some Terraspark boots, which is really nice. Got those done out of the way. I wanted to upgrade the feral claws, but I haven't found any mimics yet. And I'm not gonna go make a mimic, but if I do get a mimic dead, I can spawn it with the deviant. So like I have a few options there. We are gonna quickly reforge some stuff though. Melee speed is fine. Damage is great. Damage. This has nothing on it, so we're just gonna reforge this a couple times. Quick, quiet. Yeah, quiet is the rogue one, isn't it? I'll go with violent. Sure, melee stuff. It's not gonna make a huge amount of difference. Honestly, some kind of defense would be nice. I say it. Boom. Guardian. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's head over to here, and I'm gonna dig down into, you know what, I may as well just dig straight down. I'm gonna dig down. I'm going to get ourselves an arena set up real quick with the City Buster, and then we're gonna do this boss underground. So that pixie over there just reminded me, I forgot to mention the thing where I'm not getting biome specific enemies for whatever reason for the hallowed up there. But the reason I need to mention that is because there was a really great comment. In fact, it's something someone else said in a previous episode recently too, which is that I need to upgrade my wings. And in order to do that, because I can't make like the normal wing stuff without a mithril anvil, but I can go make the pixie wings using the pixie dust. And I have plenty of souls, so I may as well. I just have to farm pixies. So maybe I'm gonna sit underground and do that for just a moment. Get out of here. Get out of here. I think I need like 20 or 30. The fairy wing, sorry. I need 99 pixie dust. Is that worth it? It gives me 60 max life and a lot more flight time. So, you know what? It might be. And if I can get these things dead pretty quickly, honestly. So, yeah, maybe I'll do it. So, I suspect this arena is going to be a little too small. Width-wise. I think I might need to go get one more City Buster, which they're pretty cheap to make, honestly. But if I can get it slightly wider, I think that might help out quite a lot. I think I'm kind of missing the trick here by being underground. And again, I don't even know if this is actually gonna work to prevent the enrage, if it was even enraging to begin with. It's not clear, as you guys have pointed out, because I'm underground, but still in the underground hallowed tundra, and that's what I had up on top was hallowed tundra, but like you could still go out of biome, and he would fly out of biome pretty frequently, technically speaking, but was he enraging? I don't know. I think it's enough talk. Wow, my inventory really filled up when I used that City Buster. A bunch of random crap in here that I just don't need. Okay, yeah, talk is cheap. I think we just need to do the boss and see how it goes. Oh, I also got a couple other potions set up. So I got swiftness. I don't know why I hadn't gotten that yet. All I needed was some cactus, and I didn't even realize it. And I got the crumbling, the weapon imbuement crumbling. So the flask for that. Mostly because I had the stuff to make it, and I didn't want to go farm the cursed flame thing, because, man, the cursed flames are really annoying to farm. Ooh, gastropod. I'm finding all sorts of enemies under here. Let's clear it out just a teensy bit, and then let's go. Let's see how this goes with, wow, I'm already taking immediate damage. With being underground, yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh no, that was so close. Okay, well, that's a lot easier. And it simply boils down to, I can see the background. I also think, I was using the Storm Saber, but I actually think the Caustic Edge might be better for that, because it can bounce off the walls. Yeah, so I'm gonna go try that again. Yeah, that would be my, I guess, my suggestion for anybody's like, man, I'm struggling with Cryogen. Do it underground. And if you're really struggling even after that, use the double wide arena. I think that would also really help. But I'm too lazy. And that's what it boils down to. I'm not going to go set that up right this moment. Yeah, see, this weapon bounces off the walls. And I think that is really nice for this particular fight. But I just don't hit that often with this boss, or with this fight, with this weapon. Wow. Can't speak while fighting crazy icicles. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the other weapon is better. Like, DPS-wise, I'm obviously actually hitting with the other weapon. So my damage is naturally higher. But when I do hit with this one, it is slightly more, which I guess should make sense. The other one is a homing weapon. You should be doing less damage with a homing weapon. Let's get rid of that mini-map. I can't see with it over there. Maybe the bouncing isn't doing that much. I might hit with like 1 in 10 bounces, but compared to, like, I'm doing like 60 DPS, right? And then, like, look at this. If I can actually get to a spot where I can look at the DPS. Oh no, I guess I was doing more DPS. I was looking at the wrong gauge. Let's try this again. Try this again without dying. Oh my goodness. That was a one-off. We're just testing. We're just testing, right? We're just testing. Let's get back down there. I have one, like, less than 1% wipe on the boss fight. Now I'm messing it up. Okay, try this again. So we're gonna use the Caustic Edge. Try and test our DPS. So it's about, I looked over a couple times, it's about 300 average, I would say, if I'm hitting. Get rid of that freaking gastropod. So if it's about 300 average, it's not hyper bad, but it's so hard to hit, especially in that final phase where he's just bouncing everywhere. So let's try this. Let's try this. And actually hit with the weapon. it's like, it's about the same. But it feels like I'm doing way more damage because I'm actually hitting the boss. And when I'm hitting with all of my projectiles, my goodness, it's real nice. So I even be using the spore. Man, I like the Crabulon spore because of the heal, but it's not keeping up with this. It might be better to switch to the elemental that we had. This keeps up just about the same amount, but at least that thing does some damage. That's toughy. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's like healing me there. But is it really any more than I'm getting from my natural regeneration from the Palladium? I'm not sure. That was another close one. I tried something different on this one. So I swapped out the fungal clump for the stress pills, which is making my adrenaline charge faster, which in turn is making me do more damage. I could probably still farm out the rest of the pixie dust. I think that would probably be pretty good. In order to kill the boss, I think having the extra wings would be nice. My flight time is really bad, and that's hurting me, but I'm just kind of trying to get reps in. I'm so close to being the boss. I'm just going to do it. Oh my goodness, we did it and we died at the same time. We did it. Ay. That hole at the bottom killed me so many times. And you know what? Take this as a lesson. Take this as a lesson. To just go through with it and fix the damn hole. Why would I leave the hole there? I don't know. All right, buddy, what you got? He's got so much stuff, actually. He's got a bunch of melee stuff, too. That's magic, ranged, rogue. Maybe he doesn't. That's magic, right? Get out of here, nerds. So many nerds. Okay, let's see. Consumable and equipable. Okay, maybe he didn't have any. I thought he had like a cool melee. Oh wait, am I thinking the rogue weapon that he gets later on? Kind of like this ice star. I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Oh well, he'll figure it out. If you couldn't tell, I ended up just farming and got the stupid fairy wings out of all that. It helped out a lot, but it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. All right, so what did it say? Ice caves are crackling with frigid energy. So we got that done. So now we can go get cryonic bars? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. Oh, hey, we got the the wings. So what's this? What's this? Horizontal speed 625, acceleration modifier 1, and 120 flight time, average vertical speed. So 625, 1, 120, as opposed to 675, 1, 130. Yeah, unfortunately, all melee attacks and projectiles inflict frostburn. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got the rogue. We didn't get any melee weapon. Of course not. Do I want to do that right now? I don't know. Oh, hey, we got the D-Town's wings. So this is 7 horizontal speed, which is better, and 150 flight time as opposed to the 130, but we lose out on the max life. Allows flight and slow fall. I don't know, the Angry Soul of Cryogen actually might be kind of cool, because we get all the ice that falls beneath us. I don't know, I kind of want to try that. What else? Oh, wait, we can't forget. Bam, there we go. Let's take a look, right? We got our frozen key, which I think we may have already gotten. The Archmage, he yet lives. I thought him slain by Calamitous. It appears she impersonated the Archmage. Oh, right. Calamitous. Why was I thinking Calamitous? Like right now, I read Calamitous and immediately thought he, but no, it's right. Calamitous was a she, I believe so. It appears she impersonated the Archmage to spare his life. I assumed that frigid mass was an old construct of his, running amok without its master to shepherd it. Permafrost was an old ally of mine, wielding the prestigious title. You know what? Actually, I just thought about it. Yeah, I got a lot of comments when I was doing Calamitous the last time. And anytime I would mention he, people were like, no, 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 no. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All right, where was this? It just dawned on me. I was like, oh, right, that's why I... Okay, gotcha. Permafrost was an old ally of mine, wielding the prestigious title of Archmage. Archmage? Archmage? I don't know. With great renown. His wisdom guided my original conquests, making much of them possible at all. As my crusade evolved and my ambition grew, he expressed vehement disapproval. Where justice was once seen, tyranny had blinded it. He departed along with the witch not long after. Lots of good lore there. So I had mentioned in the previous episode that I was doing or playing. I was going to do something real quick, and I need to remember what it was. Oh, right. I was going to go in here and look at Cryogen. So I had mentioned I was playing Super Mario RPG, and I'm still going to do so. But I wanted to quickly mention that when I read the text, so like if my kids are there, and the text flies by so fast sometimes that I just read it for them. So when I'm reading the text, I do funny voices. So each of the characters have their own, and the kids just find it so funny when I swap between them. And I don't know. It's a silly thing, but I enjoy doing it. So this avalanche, which I didn't get, comes from the boss. I may need to do the boss again. Cryostone also comes, multiplies all cold-based debuff damage by 1.5, creates a rotating ice shield around you that damages and slows enemies on contact. See, that sounds fun. Frost Flare, all attacks and projectiles inflict Frostburn, immunity to Frostburn, chilled, frozen. Being above 75% life grants 10% increased damage. Being below 25% life grants 20 defense and 15% increased max movement speed and acceleration. Grants resistance against cold attacks. All of this stuff sounds fun. Man, I remember that summon. So yeah, I think I need to do it again for Avalanche, but I may do that between episodes, so we're not having to do it here. Up next, I probably am going to get the Queen Slime down, but let's just quickly go look over there. I'm going to hold on to these wings, just so we're clear. I'm going to drop all this in, hold on to those potions, drop that stuff in. I was really sad I didn't get the, like, out of all of the weapons I got, didn't get the melee one. It's okay. It happens. Let's see here. My luck crap, I need a Spelunker potion. My luck sometimes is so bad. So I went in for Shatter Day today, where we go play Star Wars Shatterpoint at our game store. Playing in my league. And I've mentioned it before, but it is an absolute running joke that my rolls suck. My RNG sucks. It always sucks anytime I'm playing a game with other people. So today it was twice as bad as normal, simply because I had these like really aggressive plays I was doing. I played as the Inquisitor, so I have all of the Inquisitors and Darth Vader, and it's a very aggressive melee list, as you might expect, but it's really fun to play. And I just like, you know, I push W. I just go forward and just whack things. It takes some skill playing that aggressively, but, you know, it's one of those things that you quickly adapt to, and you realize just like how much you can get away with and how much you can't. And in this case, I was making some amazing plays that, I mean, in the first game, I say the first game, it wasn't really a whole game. In the first game, my opponent, who is a buddy of mine, who I do commission painting for and everything, like him and I we're cool. But in our first game, it was like the third or fourth turn. It was like my third or fourth turn. And I make a super aggressive play, and he just goes, dude, I concede. And he tilted really hard. He was like, I can't play against this. This is way too aggressive. Like this, like I don't understand how you're able to get from one side of the board to the other. He was getting really tilted. But that's fine, because I recently had done that too, and I think I mentioned this maybe like 5 or 6 episodes ago, right? And then we play the second game. Super aggressive at the beginning again. Same issue. Tilted, blah, blah, blah. We get to the end of the game, And the hindsight, the 2020 hindsight, is every amazing aggressive play that I did, which was like game changing, was immediately followed up by him getting the next activation exactly what he needed the character to be. So if you don't know Star Wars Shatterpoint, or miniature war games in general, actually, let's back this up. They have an activation system, and that means that, you know, in Warhammer, when you take your turn, you take your entire turn and your entire army goes, and then your opponent's entire army goes. And sometimes that feels real bad while you're sitting there waiting. I'm not finding any of this crackling energy, by the way, any of this cryonic ore. I don't remember how exactly to get that. So we're going to keep exploring while I finish telling this story, just so we're clear. And yeah, in Warhammer, that means your entire army goes, your opponent's army goes, then your entire army. It kind of sucks, actually. It doesn't feel good sitting there waiting. Ooh. Oh, I don't have a freaking gold key. I can't open it. Dang it. I need keys. So not necessarily that fun in some regards for activations. But in Star Wars Shatterpoint, you have a deck of cards. And you draw your card, and that's the guy you get to go with. There was ways to kind of manipulate the deck, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a little too deep. But every time that I would make an aggressive play, he would draw the exact character he needed to counter that crazy aggressive play that would have like completely changed the game for me. And I just don't understand. Wow. Oh, there's some cryonic ore. I just don't understand how my RNG is that bad. Like, I know it's bad, but like, it was really, really, really bad. Can I even break this with this pick? I can't even break it with this pick. Ay, ay, ay. We have a palladium pickaxe. I have to defeat one of the mechanical bosses before I can even do that. Oh, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I was having fun considering getting some cryonic ore. So that will be what? Next? Yeah, once I kill whatever mechanical boss I go with, I think it's honestly going to be... Oh, you know what? I just got the... I wonder how good this actually would be. Probably not that great compared to what I got. I want to use a yo-yo. I don't know why. Yo-yos are fun. But I think once I kill maybe Skeletron Prime, then we can probably go get the cryonic ore. That sucks that I can't get it right away. It says the twins for their thing, but I think, yeah, I think Skeletron Prime's going to be our easiest one as melee right now. Destroyer is probably going to be the last one I do, so it's probably going to be Skeletron Prime, twins, the Destroyer. Though if I can find a really nice piercing weapon, Destroyer is going to be super easy. Queen Slime, we need to get done. Maybe I go do that next. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little research as I go kill this boss again to get the avalanche.